Hello everybody and welcome back to an exciting edition of Neutral Bree. Although Neutrality has been taken from us by Captain Muckluck, who we shall now be teaching a lesson. Hopefully. So, Council Master Parliament sits inside Bree's wonderful walls and Tommy shall be assisting him from the other side of town. And then we shall sally out against, well, this rabble, really. Looking briefly at what they have one unit of terrible archers, and they have walks. And another unit of terrible archers. Each of these units at less than half strength, and then they have some goblin band, which will not really do them many favors. Some infantry. I mean, I guess if they can group up and outmass our troops, we'll see.
Your courage, men.
But I have
March into battle.
no real doubts that today will lead to victory. A lovely little glass of water for this little episode here. Oh. Okay, these are not the walls I expected Bree to have. But apparently everything is kind of different in this Shattered Alliances thing. Somebody should take a look at that. Maybe it's all the unique settlements that have been changed. It's of course, I don't know how that works. But anyway, we are going to win this by putting our lovely troops onto the walls. This includes very much our rangers, because we don't want them on the outside where the enemy can actually hurt them. No. That's what our infantry is for. Like that. So, let's see what they do. We do have good range on our rangers. Maybe that's where the name comes from. You know, rangers, range. Anyway, they shall pick off a few as they run away. In the meantime, we turn our attention southward, from where we receive aid. Tommy is coming with some merchant cavalry, and some basic infantry. And then some archers. And the archers, we want them to run in so that we can send them onto the walls as well. Guess that would be kind of neat. Or maybe we can, I don't know. What gate is closest? I mean, it is this one, and then they can just run in through the city, and that is fine. Yeah, it doesn't take them any more time, really. So just run that way. And you lovely lads, you get over here. And the merchant cavalry shall go this way as well. I'm kind of thinking a nice course of action could be to take out this battalion of wargs first thing. Yeah, it is the general, this one, isn't it? It ought to be. I just... oh, that's what... Ah, he's hiding it amongst his number. Interesting. Not a bad call, actually. More generals should do that. We'll start here from the other side of this little hill. And you're a bit further away, so you can run a bit. Because I want these two to arrive somewhat simultaneously. So we'll see them run for a little while. Bandobra's archers and woodland hunters. How's your stamina, actually? Excellent and excellent. Oh, they're already winded. Okay. I think you can walk now. Walk safely. Okay, then we will put our rangers on this wall section so that we can put our hunters over here, and then perchance we could have our prosperous archers all the way over there. They will recover their stamina pretty quickly, I think. Then it's time to move out our other melee troops here. We'll put them out in a nice and relatively wide formation to brace for the impact that will definitely come. Okay, how are we doing over here? We have arrived. Everything is ready to go. Ready to rock, roll, and load and reload. Very nice. And here come our woodland hunters. Very nice. Band of prosperous archers coming as well. Well, I guess we're just about ready to rock and to roll. Put our archers on defensive mode and in the same group. And now it's time for the merchant cavalry militia to do their part. They'll probably be... I consider them well armored enough to where they will withstand enemy arrow fire quite well. And since they don't have lances, their use against infantry is really perfunctory. They're better at running down enemies than I think they will be at actually charging into them. So pitting them against warg riders is probably not the worst call in the world. And there we go, a little bit of surrounding them. And then, hello, hello, hello. Schlunk! Right in amongst them. That's what we like to see. And if we can just take down that blooming general, that would be amazing. Oh, okay, okay, okay. He rides away. Okay, interesting. Well, in that case, we shall try to get away from the infantry as well. Because there's no point on standing on ceremony over here, where the goblins near. No, 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 no. Did we at least wound the guy? Oh yes, severely. Ah. Okay. Bree and militia. You know what? Who are you going for? You might actually just end up being shot down by the rangers. Oh, you're going for the sheriffs, aren't you? Bree and militia, you'll be requested over here. And you guys just do your thing. Ooh. Yeah, that's going to hurt a bit, but it's not going to be too bad. We have goblin infantry.
The enemy general
And
flees
there
like a coward
he flees. Oh,
Press
interesting.
onward and break the spirit of his army.
Okay, so now we have invariably created a little bit of a front over here. But I mean, if that general wants to flee, then more power to him, I suppose. Let him flee. Okay. Our bodyguards over here. Let's get them over to their friends. Hello, orc fighters. And this is how we can also leverage the towers to our defensive advantage. There are goblin band over there, and there are goblin infantry over here. Why is the goblin infantry trying to get to our cavalry? That is not a good choice on their part. I mean, it's not that threatening of a cavalry faction, but still. We might be able to break them, actually. Would be amazing, but it doesn't really look likely. No. Shaking, shaking, shaking. Shaking all night long. Okay, how are we doing over here? Doing okay. Doing okay, doing okay. We're losing a bit, but not too many. Yeah. Take them on, and blow your horn, dear Parliament. Okay, how are we doing over here? Wavering. Oh, this is good news. I like this. Let's press them just a little bit further. Yes! They flee. Good. Okay. You guys run into those goblins over there. As the others pursue. Snagger Stalkers routed.
The battle seems
Nice.
to be swinging in our favor.
Let's route
From
these
such
goblin
tidings does victory
buggers.
emerge.
Okay, sheriffs, move in. You're fresh.
The
You're
enemy
wonderful.
are badly bloodied. They have lost
Lost
half their
half
men.
already. Okay, I mean this is basically when our cavalry goes exclusively into hunting down the enemy mode. Because none of our other units are really in a position to take advantage of the massive amount of routing goblins that are currently located outside Stonewall Bree. Yes. Come on, get him. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Nice. Yeah, shoot that goblin infantry. That's going to be amazing. And then slam them with some Bree and militia. Oh dear, bodyguards. Ready for another challenge. This time, Goblin Band. Parliament. Keep firing. Keep firing. Woodland Hunters, keep firing. And who can you fire? Yeah, go for the archers. That'll be neat. Okay, how are you doing over here? You are exhausted. For some reason. It might be because your stamina is terrible. If it doesn't show, if it doesn't even show good stamina, then let alone excellent stamina, then yeah, then they're not gonna last long running around before they are very, very exhausted. But at least they're still a little bit faster than
Behold how our
Snagger.
cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
nice. Okay. Let's utilize our cavalry the best we can. 93% of them gone. That's really good. Some extra experience never goes amiss. Bodyguards just running down goblins. Excellent. Excellent. Not going to complain about that. What do we have here? Some archers. We're at a satisfactory point now.
Be awed by the victory we have won here today.
And we regain some of our troops from the field of battle, mostly merchant militia. Woohoo! Watch, sheriffs. Okay. And some miscellaneous. And who took out the most? Dunedain Rangers. I mean, I am not surprised. But of course, if we factor in prisoners caught, cavalry does well. So merchant cavalry, there you go. And the strategy from here on out in this little goblin war that we have been forced into, might I suggest, is to quickly force an amicable peace with these goblins. Really, that is what this is going to be all about. All about. Yeah, we ransom them. Because that's what we do. We're all about the money. So, whenever we're given the option,
Yes, my lord.
we ransom. Cavalry, you're expensive, so go over there.
Your orders, my lord.
Your will, my lord.
You guys can
As you
go.
wish.
Yes, my lord.
You guys
By
can go
your
into the
command.
fort. Yeah, that's pretty fine. And you
Your
others
orders,
can go into
my
Bree, and we retrain what we can. The bodyguards, they will be
Yes, my lord.
fine doing
Your
their
will,
thing.
my lord.
Oh, hello.
I'm gonna stick you.
Your orders, my lord.
You know what?
Yes, my lord.
Why don't we go over and say hello to Buldsmug with little cousin Harry? I think that's a good idea. Let's see what happens.
Engage.
Can we beat that? 43 soldiers. No, I think we need more. I think we need more. Barlaman, your presence
Your
is
orders,
requested.
my lord.
Assembling a mighty host.
Yes, my lord.
Oh,
Glory, honor,
and they run away.
victory.
Well.
Yes.
Everything we can do to help the Dunedain a little bit would be nice. Because they are, yes, they are at war with the Dunedain, and the Dunedain have the Goblins as their sole adversaries.
Your orders, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
And so, what shall we do here? We shall retrain some spearmen. And some lumbermen. And then we take the others. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, do we have anywhere not building anything? Hobbiton? That could be... Oh yes, these ranges. We want them to the front lines, and why don't we bring the greenway spearmen as well? They are some of our best and finest troops, so we will take them to Bree.
We can go no further today.
Let's see what we can do here that is anywhere useful. Herbalist, always useful. And then some Dunedain Wardens, because why not? And wonderful, the gatekeepers are becoming available. And when Metrith upgrades sometime next decade, we will be able to get gatekeepers from there as well. Oh yes, and Court Willishar, because castles can train gatekeepers too. So, it will be wonderful to see. Hello, Dwarves of Eredluin. What are you guys up to? But yeah, in this environment, Breathor will patrol these areas. And we will also build up a small task force in this area to take on the rebels that are sitting in between the towers. In under towers. You might say that he stands under the towers, and the High Lord of Moria is dead, Catelyn's under attack, Remnants of Angmar.
My
yeah,
lord.
sure, let's go
What
say
is it
hello
you
to
wish
Howard.
discuss?
They are enemies of Moria, and if we ally them, they will have an incentive to ally with the Dunedain, which could promote further peace in this region, and peace is something we enjoy. So, for starters, we are going to offer map information, because that's a certain seller. I mean, it's wonderful.
Acceptable.
Nice.
Another
And
proposition
then
for us
let's
then?
get an alliance for 250. What do you say, Harwood?
You hold us until we meet again.
I drive a hard bargain, and you know it. Okay. So we'll just see some lumbermen. Not a bad timing for
Yes, my
lumbermen,
lord.
all told.
Without question.
Now, our diplomat
Yes.
here will now move south toward Goblin Town, because
Stopping here.
he will be charged with bringing about the eventual peace settlement with the goblins. But maybe, oh, this could be amazing. If we can pressure them enough to either surrender, lose, or simply sell us Imladris as a result of this conflict, then we will be in a very good place. And then we have these greenway riders here down on the border. It's very good to see.
I'm gonna stick you.
And Muzgas,
into my blade.
who basically comes with nothing.
Orders. By your command, we'll make camp. I am but an ally, Lord.
Alright.
My lord. Your will, my lord. My lord.
Let's keep the sheriffs over here in Longbottom. I'm a little bit wary of our Dundon neighbours, and these can at least come to assist Matrice if needed. Even though the help they can offer really is limited, but they can be alright in a siege. And with the Mason's Guildhouse, I think we shall encourage some more culture. That'll take one turn. Thanks to this lovely, lovely guildhouse. It's excellent. And then... I'm going to say... hunting camp. Because it improves... No, it doesn't improve anything, but... it's the Traveler's Rest that improves our population growth. I am so down with that. And then we'll see where we are. That's 3 turns from now with 2 inexpensive buildings. Doing a lot of good. Bang for the buck is all we're about here at Bree. Herbalist to Corbadisha. Don't mind me, I'm totally agreeing with that. And then we get a herbalist. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
My lord. Your will, my lord. My lord. Orders. Your will, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
Council Master Barlaman. Assemble a nice little army.
As you wish.
Now first we'll just hit those. Okay, so they will actually fight us on the field. Very interesting. Yeah, let's give them a go. That captain is a snagger. Jesus. They just don't know what is gonna work in this game, do they? No. They pay no attention to how crap their armies are, which really will be their downfall. But, I mean, to some extent, do they have an alternative? The answer is actually no. So, this time around, we're going to be a slight bit aggressive here. We're going to put our archers like this. And then we take, well, everyone else really. Put them on behind in a line, and we run them forward at first notice. And we shall use our merchant cavalry to very aggressively court their general, so to speak. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Go like that, and we want Parliament to fire at will. We're off! First order of the day is to fire away. These goblins refuse our benevolent trading schemes. This is a decision they shall come to regret. First, we hit them with a small unit on a relatively inconsequential archer unit, and then comes the main fun of the day when we charge away into the fray with 71 merchant cavalry militia. Or no, just merchant cavalry. Yes, merchant
Good
cavalry.
tidings. The enemy general lies
killing
dead.
the general, and they have yet to lose a single man. Actually, that's pretty nice. Wonderful. I knew that armor was going to be good for something at
The
least.
battle is very much in our favor. Victory
So
will
that's
be
good.
ours.
They are not completely useless. Hooray! Woodland hunters, bando presagers, gatekeepers, Line rangers. Shoot those goblins in the head, please. And if you can't hit the head, then something else. Anything will do, I guess. There may be orcs near indeed. And they do keep their heads up. Look at that. I like the gatekeepers. It's probably my favorite unit in Bree. Because it's this excellent mixture of defensive and offensive tactics. Where they're very flexible and can do so many
very much
things.
in our favor. Victory will be ours.
And the snagger run for the hills.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Despite being on a hill. But we're not going to tell them that. We're just going to capture them until they cry. Hello, watch sheriffs. Arrows and rocks, arrows and rocks. The enemy shall falter before us. Oh, the goblin infantry basically
The enemy army flees the
flees
field.
upon impact. Okay.
Pursue and run them
Now
down.
it is time to stop shooting at the enemy and just catch them. Come, sweet friends. We have goblins to crush.
We awed by the victory we have won here
Total
today.
victory. 7 soldiers lost against you bloody goblins, you just don't know what you've gotten yourselves into. Maybe if they bring trolls, it'll be different. And to wit, we shall produce siege workshops. I am currently undecided as to where we should produce these aforementioned workshops, because you know, maybe Bree is a good place because we've got a lot of the trading infrastructure in place there already. So once we have maybe a trading post and another market upgrade or something, we can go about producing some ballistine and catapults and stuff. Yeah, let's ransom them away. I mean, you saw the amazing amount of casualties they caused our troops. So they're basically giving us the option of then capturing them again and ransoming them away again. We shall profit off this war in every way imaginable. Okay. So, which troops shall stay behind? The merchant cavalry here. And this Breland militia. And then a governor in the form of Tommy, I guess? Yeah, let's just keep Tommy there. Which means that
Yes.
everybody else move out
I'm
against
gonna
Captain
stick
Grishnash.
you.
Ooh, he comes with actual cavalry. Well,
Your will, my lord.
Your orders, my lord.
Have a taste of my blade.
Yeah, let's just do something. Let's just get him.
As you
Oh
command,
no, they
me
flee.
up, I'm gonna stick you.
Well, in this case, oh, they don't have a lot of cavalry. I can see why they're scared.
honor.
Good. Okay, Captain Grishnash, you shall meet not only
By your command.
Yes, my lord.
what you thought you were going to meet. Now that you have retreated, you have given way to our greenway riders coming swiftly and decisively against you.
Muster your courage, men.
This is a bit of a war
March
episode, I
into
can see.
battle.
Sorry about that, I guess, but that's simply what you got to do in neutrality. You know, it's the same with the Swiss during the Second World War, right? In order to maintain neutrality, they need to shoot down whatever plane enters their territory, and we do the same thing here. The goblins enter into our territory, which is something we cannot abide, and as such, we shoot them. Because they chose the wrong bloody side. Let's go like that, and then basically do the same thing as before. I think it worked really well. We gather our cavalry on this side, and then hello, enemies. Forth we go. Hello, Dunedain Rangers. Killing 1% of their army in one volley. Beautiful buggers, beautiful buggers. Okay, which cavalry unit is the general? It is the ranged one. That's really annoying, but we can live with it. We can live with it. What do we have over here to counter their cavalry, though? We should probably have our greenway spearmen over here then, because yeah, they can switch places with the lumbermen, please. Just be quick about it. There you go. And Parliament. Fire when in range. Greenway Raiders. Okay. Ooh, the captain has come into range. Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum. We shoot him with arrows. As many as we can muster. Boom. At least, yeah, those woodland hunters and Dunedain Rangers. Kill that general. I implore you. Merchant cavalry. Skirmishers, goblin bands, snagger stalkers, snagger archers. We really want to deal with the snagger archers actually, because they can be very, very annoying in the fact that there are a lot of them and they have a lot of little arrows. Look at that. It's beautiful. The warg scouts falling one by one. Well, by the dozen, really. Okay. Skirmishers. Lumbermen, run at them, and Greenway Riders, do something about them, and then we can send our merchant cavalry in to disrupt their archers. What is their warg rider contingent doing? Not a lot, really. Stalkers and goblin band. Okay, good. You guys attack those, and you guys go for the stalkers. Greenway Riders, go for the wargs. Bandobas archers, shoot at the wargs, because why not? And the skirmishers break, and the snagger archers will now follow suit, I imagine.
Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Oh yes! Our spearmen caught their wargs.
If we continue like
An
this,
excellent,
we will
excellent
smash the
tactical occurrence. Come, lumbermen, charge! Deal them a death blow.
The enemy are
And a
badly
half.
bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Stop shooting, dear archers. Ooh, bodyguards pursuing the snagger, and the warg riders are just running away to where we can't really reach them, but that's okay.
Behold how our
And
cowardly
the entire
foe
enemy
runs.
army is routed.
It's time to press the attack.
Excellent. We need to do something about those snagger stalkers running away there. Capture all of them. What else? That's really all that matters. Those snagger stalkers. Capture those. No, don't shoot, Parliament. Don't shoot. Your bloodlust is commendable, but let's not get ahead of ourselves and accidentally shoot our own men with crossbows. It's not going to make anyone happy. We should not indulge in the use of excessive violence, particularly not against our own men. A lot of Bree land families are going to be very cross if that ever happens.
Victory.
Another solid victory. Not as one-sided as before, but I mean, given that we are Bree, it's hard to keep losses to 0. But we kept them low on all the troops that matter. The gatekeepers sustained 11 injuries. But, you know, Parliament will come around again. We'll be okay. And the Rangers inflicted the most kills and captured Greenway Riders 471. Glorious. Absolute pandemonium at the hand of our Greenway Riders. They are a great early game addition to the Breeland roster. And so we continue along the Greenway and shall drive back goblins across its entirety. Yeah, let's ransom them. We'll bleed their coffers dry for new units while leaving them the scraps that fled. Because those are the ones that we will release, you know, it's the ones with the lowest morale that flee the easiest, meaning we can rout their armies even more in turn, and we get paid for the privilege. Isn't it just wonderful? I think it is. We need to do something about the bandits over here. We really do. Bandopus archers. Let's get some of those. Okay.
Yes.
Plethora of the ranger. I want you to build a tower over here.
With honor, making camp here. This tower
And then to go over to Longbottom.
We can go no
Build some
further,
towers
Lord.
along the way. And have a good time. Visual delving is doing pretty good on the whole growth front. I like it. 1.5 points from the buildings
Your orders, my
currently in production. I like it even more. And yeah, these rangers can just go to Bree.
Continuing later. We can go no further today.
Oh, more Greenway Riders. Thank you. Should we get some merchant cavalry? I guess we should get some merchant units. You know, we always need to recruit some merchant units. It's kind of the whole motto of our campaign. But they are so expensive. I'd rather get the Greenway Riders. They're cheaper and they are better at most things. With the possible exception of pretty much everything except surviving arrow fire. They are better at that, at least. It's got that going for them. Hobbiton, the village. You can have extra troops in the form of Bandopus archers. I'd like to think that having more troops will dissuade enemies from attacking you. So let's get some more troops while we have the money and don't have really to pay for the privilege of having them in our towns due to free upkeep. And this breeder militia, sure, let's just retrain them. They're not very good, but at least they're fun. At least they're fun. Yeah. Willie,
Yes,
let's
my
get you
lord.
going. We need to send you down toward Gondor.
Impossible.
Here. You say it's...
Your orders.
Come on.
Without question.
There you go.
Tomorrow's
That's
journey
not impossible,
planned
is it? Another turn, please. Now, our second diplomat here is not as skilled as our legendary first. But my plan is to try and ease him into the job by giving him some easy tasks. Selling map information, establishing some favorable alliances. Hopefully he'll be able to get the job done, and once he is really good, we can start using him for the provincial purposes of this campaign. And in the long run, we shall also spend money on buying elven regions. I think that'll be really good, actually. One reigning Captain Mistrand. Yeah, we're not going to get that. Sorry to anyone watching who might have thought that. Okay. So, Bree, what do we need? We need land clearance. That's going to be really nice. Trading post. That's going to be really good. Growth, economy. Actually, let's get that trading post first. Heavy on the investment side, but it's a really good building. Callous Nona lead. So we have just made a grain exchange. Let's make a Master Mason's Hall. We want to give this place some staying power. And then we'll go for growth related buildings, such as these. In due time, at least. And Matraith. Hunting camp. Lovely. We shall nickel and dime our way to victory. And how are we doing here? We've got some merchant cavalry going. This is great. We'll send them over into the fort over here.
As you wish.
So they'll still be free, but they'll be ready to assist.
Yes.
Ostsul is held by goblins. Oh dear. What an unfortunate happenstance.
As you command.
We're not going to assault that outright.
Yes.
Even though I have a sneaking suspicion it would come at us as a European village. But for now, we're going to lay siege to it. And we might face a battle, but it's fine.
Orders. My lord. Your will, my lord.
These rangers, you know, we're going to need them over here. Let's send them over to Barlaman.
March to exhaustion.
But yeah,
Continuing
gaining
later.
Ostsul would not be insubstantial. That's a pretty good place to have. It has the lovely fort over here protecting it from the north, and it is of course the recruitment place for more diplomats. Something we are very, very happy with here in this company.
They were my own, friend.
Okay. Our military expenditure has seen us incur a few losses, but we will absolutely be okay because we're still mostly in the red when it comes to finances. Hello, Isengard. You know, do you want to Yeah, I'll sell you map information for 150. What do you say?
Your plans, that is all.
Lovely.
Without question.
Oh,
Stop being
a rebel army in this fort. Cool.
Yes, my lord.
He has rigid beliefs. Only subjected to one culture? That can't be right, man.
My lord.
Anyway. Rowley,
Yes.
you need to go a long way around the mountain. I'm sorry,
Without question.
but head over here to Goblin Town. It's
Yes.
gonna be good. And once we have taken Ostsul, there is the chance that we can settle an amicable peace. Probably not for the prize of Imladris, but if we have to move in and actually take that place too, we will. We'll see what the goblins are willing to give up in order for the stability of their realm. They still have some fight in them though. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do. Captain Lenore comes with Mountain Orc Hunters. First time we've seen those this campaign. And then Tugog comes with... Well, he has some Warg Riders. But apart from that, I'm not really worried. He's got... Oh, his own bodyguard is pretty good though. 9 experience points, 12 attack. You know, that's pretty good for a goblin bodyguard. So let's save the game. And be on with it.
Attack!
So we should expect that to see the enemy come from our right. Let's see what we have to work with terrain-wise. Have a little incline over here where the enemy is going to come from, which we can use to our advantage since the attacking army doesn't have any cavalry. So we could probably pretty quickly swamp this little force here and train our archers on this direction. I am tempted. I am tempted. So we have our sheriffs, we have our cavalry. They are ready to wreak havoc at anything they need to. Yeah. Yeah, let's actually, let's position ourselves to quickly take care of this incoming army. And meanwhile, our cavalry can perhaps harass the main enemy. There we are.
The enemy have brought up more men.
Alrighty. Nope. Ah, they're coming right behind us. Ah, okay. That's a bit of a shame. I thought I could effectively deal with them one at a time, but nope. It would seem not to be possible. And so we will have to do some hickory pokery. But what I'm thinking is that our cavalry can perhaps deal with a lot of this army, because there isn't really a lot to it. So we'll see how much we can take out with our cavalry. We can definitely take out the general and some of these ranged units. We'll see about these mountain orc hunters, but they can be shot to bits pretty reliably. Okay, do that in ranges? Yes, shoot those wargs. That is what I want you to do. Greenway riders, I want you to go over there, and merchant cavalry, you just head for those snagger archers and don't look back. Because you are supposed to take the punch while the Greenway riders give the punch. You are mobile anvils, dear merchant men. Not that I don't value your lives, but I value your armor and what it can do. And we keep eyes on the prize here in Bree. Eyes on the prize. Disruption achieved. And now we go for the general, and do we hit him? Yes, we do.
Tidings.
And he
The enemy
dies.
general lies dead.
That's our cue to get out of there.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Lovely. Now, what are those buggers doing? Let's move forward a little bit. There we go. Run. Our cavalry can probably take out this army, if only they are allowed to. Woodland hunters? Ah, yeah, now you can begin shooting these buggers. Bandobras archers. Give them hell. Rangers, can you reach the enemy? Yes, you can. Give them hell too. Or maybe we should just focus all of our attention on those. No, no, they're coming. No, they're not coming. Fascinating. One wonders what they hope to gain. Where are their hunters at? Didn't they have some... Oh, there they are! Okay. Mountain Orc hunters, meet the Bandobras archers. And you guys, yes, you're doing so great. That's good. Woodland Hunters, Mountain Hunters, please.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Ha! Our cavalry performing excellently. And we're shooting the hunters, which is really good. Goblin infantry crushed, essentially. Look at that. They're not gonna like it. Oh, hello, Goblin Band. Snack archers, Goblin infantry. Wonderful. Okay. Now we need to intercept the hunters, which we will definitely do. The enemy over there is still just standing around. It's kind of fascinating. They kind of have an advantage of a pincer movement, and they just say, no, no thank you, we're not interested in using that. No. There we go. Hunters routed as well. It really is fascinating how those buggers think. So we ended up taking them out one at a time anyway, just in the opposite order. Can't be too unhappy there. Boom.
Behold how if we continue like this, we will smash
An
the
entire enemy army routed, and what is going on here? Now they're coming. Lumbermen against their general. I like that thought. Okay. Now we need to get our cavalry over here. They'll be tired, but they'll be okay. We need to assist our melee forces. First of all, by doing something to their archers, and second of all, by doing something with our cavalry. Our lumbermen are winning! Woohoo! Well, teetering.
Our men have slain the enemy
That's
general.
brilliant.
Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
That's one unit routed, and I think we can kind of turn our archers off. Parliament, you don't need to fight either.
Behold how
And
our
the entire
cowardly
enemy army is
foe runs.
routed.
It's time to press the attack.
Magnificent. Magnificent. We lost 19%. But we'll get some of those back, and mostly they have been like lumbermen and, you know, a bit of merchant cavalry, but not too much. What's going on here? Oh, you're hunting the bodyguards. Yeah, yeah. Go get him. Go get him, tiger. There we are. Yeah, yeah. Come on. And there he goes. Come on.
Our foe is utterly
Down he goes.
vanquished. Let all who remember this day remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
Yeah, I think this is pretty good. We have captured Amon Sul, which is a pretty prize. We've regained some merchant cavalry, that's nice. Some lumbermen, that's cool. Spearmen. And half our losses of Greenway riders. And the merchant cavalry this time around took the most captured enemies by hunting down a bucket load of snagger. But most kills go to the Dunedain Rangers because of course it bloody did. And they get experience for it, which we can only appreciate. So it would seem that though profit making in trade is our specialty, we are also sort of capable of exerting influence on the battlefield and profiteering from the art of war. Ransom? Nah, in this case, we want Ostsul, so goodbye.
Glory, honor,
And if you ransom them, they will often just go back into the settlement, which we cannot have in this case.
Victory.
We'll just keep
Lord,
it as it
our
is.
courage and honor have conquered.
So, what do you think of that? Ha! Bree land blossoms. The men of Bree and the hobbits are pulling. Not sure what they're pulling, but we're pulling the legs of some goblins, I can tell you. Bree land was under threat, but responded well and with speed to the events that followed, remembering the tales of Bull Lord took. Somehow the Shire has found the courage to look out of their world, out from their world, I suppose, and realized the danger they were in. Hobbits have aided Bree in their struggle to defend their lands, and thus far have been more than successful, expanding theirs and improving them as they have been forced to war. Expanding them as in their lands. Okay. I see what you're doing, writer. I see what you're doing. Okay. Now they want Tirthuin as well. They really are bloodthirsty, those folks in the council. Oh, we can get a Dunedain camp here. How nice. We should get a traveller's rest, though. That's really the most important thing here. If we want to keep it long term, which we kind of do.
My lord. Have a taste of my
Now,
blade.
the enemy might just decide
Orders. Your will, my lord.
that taking Ossul is worthy of their time.
My lord.
So let's get Captain Marmadas
Yes.
into the settlement, and we'll see if the goblins decide to attack us, and we'll see if it's just a bloody piss poor settlement,
I'm gonna stick you.
which it just might very well be. What here? Herbalist, I think. Basradum. We want chicken farming. Yeah, chicken farming is what we need. For a growth rate of plus 3%, which will be good. Actually, yeah, let's go taxes to low. And then we have a Master's Mason's Hall coming along in Ostgelon, which is great. Looks like the High Elves and the Dwarves have stalemated a bit. It gets an Architect. Yes, so we save a couple hundred on that. It's good. And Councilmaster Barlaman is a proven commander. Isn't he ever? Okay. We should take these 15 and send them back to Bree.
As you wish. We can go no further today.
And then we train these, and then the Watch Sheriffs as well, for armor. Bandover's archers come along throughout the Shire to help their native lands in this historic struggle against the enemy.
Without question. Tomorrow's
Oh,
journey
the Edinburghs
planned
are held by the Goblins.
Yes, my lord.
It's possible we can already now settle for a nice little peace, and if we can, we will. But it depends on what their actions are at Ostsul itself. But whatever happens, it shall have to wait for the coming episode.
With honor. This tower will keep vigil over the lands. Yes.
Yes, my lord.
This tower will keep vigil over
And
the
Brathor the Ranger moves closer to Longbottom,
lands.
where he shall have the forces necessary, I should hope, to do something about whatever threat lurks in these shadows. And then perhaps he can take the fight to younger son, or, you know, Peter Jackson.
My lord. Your will, my lord.
Let's send the cavalry into this fort.
By your
Just to
command.
make a little bit more money, I suppose. They'll be pretty quick to get to the front lines from there anyhow. So that'll be good. Saving an extra, you know, 500-600. That's where I'm going to leave it for today, folks. So I hope that you are having fun following along in our lovely little Breeland campaign. And please leave your thoughts below if you think we should strike out for Tirthuin or just try to settle for a peace pretty much immediately once Rowley, of all people, get down there.
As you wish. I shall continue tomorrow.
That's really the thing that matters here, is that we're having fun with this. So what do you think would be most fun?
Stopping here.
I kind of say that if we can strike a peace now, we should, out of the principle of the game, but I would like to hear your arguments either way. So, until further notice, Captain Turtle Waffle considerably out.